We're good.
Hey,
What is going on, YouTube land?
they're not going to respond to us right now.
Probably not. But we are doing an episode 5 review of Power Rangers.
Beast Morphers.
There we go. And it is almost 9 o'clock at night.
It is a very, I'd say it's a heavily delayed
Super
episode.
delayed. I'm going to blame...
What are you going to blame?
I'm going to blame my work,
Yeah?
Shazam,
Oh, you went and saw it?
and WrestleMania.
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania!
I still haven't even looked up who won or who was even wrestling. You can tell me later.
It was okay. John
Yeah.
Cena came out as a doctor of thugonomics.
Oh, jeez. He went retro.
Yeah. Word life.
Mm. With the chain necklace and the
Yes.
padlock?
Yes.
Mm.
And he pumped up the shoes.
Oh, no way.
It was great.
That's kind of funny, though.
And he was like, what do you say? He's like, we ain't gonna get no AA tonight, but how about an FU?
FU.
And I was like, he said it!
He went all retro.
Yeah, and
That's like if the shark would come out and then be like, "Nah, I'm gonna be a typhoon or earthquake."
Corey Graves goes, it's a throwback. And I'm like, well, there we go. But all right, we're here to talk about episode 5 of Power Rangers Beast Morphers.
Yeah, we lost our only viewer a minute ago.
Well, yeah, you probably heard us talking about wrestling.
He'll be back.
Eventually.
Yeah, he'll have to if he wants to get any type of info on this episode.
This glorious episode of Beast Morphers.
It wasn't bad.
It was good. It was decent.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of the how it started out?
This reminds me of every not overprotective, but controlling parent that they want their kid to succeed. They're going to force their kid to succeed, basically.
Yeah.
And so the mayor, Devin's dad, got him a job at Sudsy's Car Wash. Sudsy is a goofball in a Mario costume.
It's a Mario. Woohoo.
Mm-hmm. And Sudsy was, understandable, but Sudsy was kind of pissed because his new employee of not even a full day, not even a full shift, kept leaving for an emergency. But the episode was basically Devin is there or not there, and it puts the team in danger. Obviously, there's only 3 of them, and he has to balance. It's a balancing act of being a Power Ranger, being a student, and having a job that your dad forced you to get.
Yeah, it just sucks he can't tell his dad he's a ranger because, like, at that point, like, you shouldn't even have a job while you're being a ranger. But hey, what do I know?
Well, here's the thing. So during the episode, we meet a new character, General Goofy. What was his name?
I don't remember his name. I just know he was Ben and Betty's dad.
General Berg. So Betty Berg and Ben Berg.
Berg.
Those are some rad names.
Like Goldberg?
Yes, or Gilberg.
Retweet.
But he's a general of something. What, I don't know. But he's in the government chain of command. So is the mayor, just on a smaller scale. Local government.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the mayor be afforded the option, if nothing else, to learn the identities of the Rangers from a law enforcement and city protection perspective?
Plot point.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one thing that irritated me, but I guess to drive the plot, he can't know.
At least initially. I mean, there was a question. There was a part toward the latter part of the episode where the Red Ranger, Devin, and the mayor, Devin's dad, had a brief moment of, I see you, you see me, because I see you seeing me. And whatever happens with that, I don't know.
But yeah, so the way it starts off is Ben and Betty created something that are using one of the, what is it, Tronics?
Mm-hmm.
to try and fight back.
Yeah, they just took old parts from defeated monsters, Tronics, etc., and made it basically a dog. Yeah, a dog with a human torso and legs. Voice activated, by the way.
It was really weird.
It was very obvious that it was just a guy.
Yeah. But even so, their dad is still proud of him.
Yeah.
Unlike Devin's dad.
Yeah, who's kind of... I mean, he does have a course correct, but he's kind of a goof. He kind of goes about it the wrong way. Like an overbearing parent, I would say.
Yeah. So they start out with that.
Yeah.
And then we move to Devin getting the job, right?
Well, Devin gets the job initially, and then he has to run from the job.
He's on break.
Yeah, one of many. And, he's, I guess, underdressed or whatever, or late or something. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know the general was going to be here. Well, I didn't know the general existed, by the way.
That's fair. Me either.
But, basically, Nate's like, oh, I have this idea from this stupid dog, voice-activated dog thing to gather up the destroyed, the parts from the monster of the day that was destroyed.
Gigatrons.
Yes. And so they go find it all, and they just run it through this scanner that can detect if there's any usable tech, and there's none.
Yeah, because they exploded.
Mm-hmm. So plot point for the third act of the episode.
Yep. And
yeah.
Like, the middle of the episode really wasn't that memorable. It's like, so...
The only part of the middle of the episode that was really, I guess, story progression was that all three Rangers show up to the car wash because Devin is stuck there washing cars, and they help him, but they take off their communicators, which don't do that. And Blaze and the Slicertron show up. Super stealth, by the way. Turn on a power saw that nobody hears and slices all their communicators up, causing eventually the commander to show up and be like, what the hell, man? We've been trying to call you. And they're like, well, we didn't hear it because it didn't make noise because they were destroyed.
Yeah, and Eve actually got a lot of more effects because of that.
300 tons.
It's a lot of more effects.
You'd think they'd have like a backup plan, like send the motorcycle or the gorilla robot out, which later in the episode we learned that they can do that.
In the Megazords, well, the Zords, they're not Megazords yet. But
yeah, not yet.
Yeah, you think they'd have a backup plan for that, but...
You think they would just use those robots in that regard? I don't know. It seemed like it could have been written a little better, but granted, they are writing around some Sentai footage.
True. So, I mean, there's some things we got to just take with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, we're not writing the next great novel here, or an Oscar award-winning, a daytime Emmy, whatever.
We're watching a kids' TV show.
We're not writing a kids an award-winning or Kids' Choice Award-winning show.
iCarly.
I don't know if that was one or not. I know it was a show. I didn't know if it won any Kids' Choice Awards.
Drake and Josh.
That was on Disney Channel, wasn't it?
That was Nickelodeon.
Was it?
It was. Hannah Montana was Disney Channel.
That I know.
Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana.
That's more than I know.
Anyway, let's get back to the episode because we're going to go off on a tangent.
Jeez, that's our theme for the night.
Yeah, just tangents.
So, long story short, let's see here. So Scrozzles, so there's actually a really good fight scene when all three Rangers are together, and then they fight Blaze in some stairwell, and Slicertron is fighting the other two, and then the mayor shows up and watches from a really uncomfortably close distance.
Like, at that point, you'd think they'd be like, all right, Mr. Mayor, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, he didn't even tell the driver to stop, by the way. Driver just stopped.
Well, it's because boulders were in their way.
I guess that's a good reason to stop.
Terribly CGI boulders.
Yeah, that's a thing, sadly. But he gets out and watches, and he watches in awe, like, oh, those are the Power Rangers, man.
Ooh, let me watch this.
But then the little girl just randomly out of nowhere, they're like, offset, the director's like, all right, and run here and stand right there and look scared. Like, out of nowhere, she just runs toward the violence. Like, and then a whole bunch of saw blades come at her, and
Ah!
Yeah. And then Devin runs in with his cheetah speed and gets her out of there. And then that's when he and the mayor have a moment.
They look at each other, but
You
they don't
know,
know. Mayor doesn't know it's his son.
no, but he knows that that's his dad.
His daddy.
There. Toku Kid says hello.
Hello.
Let's see here. So, Sugar. I did something. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay, good. I just happened to open up another tab in Chrome by accident.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm not good with computers.
But don't you have an IT job?
I just had my notes laying on top of the keyboard.
Be like that sometimes.
Yeah, so this new gamma infused Gigadrone or whatever the heck it was. After Blaze Jets, Scrozzle sends this gamma model Gigadrone, which once the red, what's the red Zord called? The red
Racer
Go Get 'em
Zord?
Zord? Yes, that one. Turns into what is it?
High stance mode, fighter mode?
Stand up, yeah. Cro-Magnon mode.
I have no idea.
Cro-Magnon is when man first started to stand on their back legs. I wrote it down here. I believe I did, but that's okay. So, battle mode. Hey, how about that? That's clever.
Battle mode.
We're such idiots.
Yeah.
And then the Gamma. I wrote down here the Gamma GD, the Gamma Gigatron. He starts breaking into this Morphex tower, and here's the problem: the Red Racer Zord can't. It goes to attack it, and it's like, oh hey, by the way, I have a shield, and it basically makes him have to reboot his Iron Man armor.
Yeah.
So while he's doing that, the commander sends out the blue gorilla and the yellow. Was it a cheetah, jackrabbit thing?
It's a bunny-looking thing, jackrabbit.
Yeah, and they talk, which we knew from a previous episode, but it's still kind of weird.
I'm okay with it because they're robots.
It's a kid show.
We're a kid show.
We're adults talking about a kid show. Big difference.
Retweet.
Yeah. So anyway, they show up and they're like, "Oh, can we pilot?" She's like, "Pilot the Zords," and they're like, "We can do that, absolutely." And then Blue Hulk is like, "Oh yeah, sure we can," and they do.
We got this.
Yeah.
And they hold off the Gigadrone until Red is back online.
Yeah, and then he FaceTimes Nate and says, "Hey, by the way, if I don't destroy it, just disable it. Can you use it?" And Nate's like, "Absolutely."
He's
so he
like,
does it.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. There wasn't a whole lot of explanation as to how you just disable them versus destroy them, but whatever. They're robots, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Guess there's an off switch somewhere.
Yeah. It'd be funny if there was just a light switch on the back of it, like that Treehouse of Horror episode with the Krusty doll, where it's evil and good on the back.
I'm dead. That's pretty funny.
It was kind of silly.
Well, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yes.
But I'm just waiting to. Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I'm just waiting to see where they go with the whole Devin and his dad situation when he finally finds out that he's a ranger. And at the end of the episode, he goes, "I can't wait for him to find out that I'm a ranger." And then someone was like, "One day he will." And it's like, so you already know you're going to reveal your identity to your dad.
Yeah. I wonder if any of the previous Rangers whose parents weren't their mentor or builder, like in Operation Overdrive, wouldn't do know that. Like, I wonder if Jason's parents know that he was the Red Ranger and the Gold Zeo, or, Kimberly's parents know that she was the Pink Ranger. This much later,
after years gone by, be like, actually, I don't know, because it depends on, hey, can your parents keep a secret?
True. But how often did we see their parents? Maybe 2 episodes?
We saw Kimberly's and like a few episodes before she left.
We saw them all in season 1. And
yeah, in that
what
one
do you
episode.
know? Yeah, what do you know? They all wore the same colored clothing that their kids did.
Yeah. I mean, so I don't know.
Orville Joel Concepcion Jr. Slips in some knowledge here. The blue gorilla is named Smash, and the yellow bunny is Jax.
I knew that, kind of.
You forgot it. I didn't. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't remember it. Good on you, Holmes.
I'm just glad I found the B spots at Target.
Oh yeah. So let's finish up this episode. This episode of Beast Morphers, and let's chat about that for a few minutes.
Okay. What else you want to talk about this episode?
Well, long story is there was some stupid hilarities, as I wrote it here. Ben and Betty sillies.
They are okay. So I don't care what anybody says. They're good comedy relief characters.
Oh yeah, but they're the bookend of the show, and they're always funny, which is fine and dandy. But remember, Bulk and Skull in the first season were funny, but dicks. And then as you progress through the rest of the show, the rest of the seasons that they were both on, up until like season 4 and maybe part of season 5, definitely not in space, because they were barely there. I think they were in 7 episodes maybe. Is they actually had a story arc. Now I understand Power Rangers is a one and done or two and done season now. Those characters don't continue typically, but I think it would be beneficial to give them more of a semi-serious, to a degree, like they actually can help, or they're not just like the goofballs of the show all the time. Give them something else to do.
Yeah.
Maybe they actually come up with something. Like one of them is like super super smart out of nowhere and can theorize something, and one of them is the mechanic, the engineer, that they can actually build it. So when one thinks of it, the other one can build it and make it happen, and basically become Nate's assistants instead of just whatever the hell they do, show up and get laughs. It would be nice to see character progression, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Yeah. But at the very end of the episode, like you mentioned, there's a mayor press conference, and he says, I didn't like the Power Rangers at first, but now I do.
And I'm proud of them.
Yes.
He used those words, I am proud of them. Which
And
he's not proud of Devin, but he is.
Which is kind of a dick move on his part, because he's not proud of his son, but he's proud of a total stranger that he doesn't know their identity.
I mean, I can kind of get it why he's mad with Devin. Like, hey, I got you his job. So he just thinks Devin's just like goofing off at an arcade.
But he forced Devin to get a job. He's like, you're going to do this. End of story.
I mean, most parents at like when their kids are at least 18 is going to force them to be like, hey, if you want to live here, you need to get a job.
Yeah, but they don't say, you have this job.
That's true.
Here, here's a job. I know the guy. I know the proprietor of this fine establishment. His name, Sudsy.
Yeah, what kind of name is that, though?
Sudsy, like soap suds.
I know, I
Car
get
wash.
it, but why?
It's a nickname.
No, I thought that was his actual name. Oh, I'm stupid.
If it was, man, his parents was a little too on the nose with naming him.
He's going to run a car wash one day. We're going to name him Sudsy.
Perfect cosplay. Power Morphicon 2020.
You want to do it, Sean?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to cosplay as Flabber from Beetleborgs.
Perfect. Big honking beak and everything.
Yeah.
Nice. Bruce Campbell chin, Elvis wig.
Mm-hmm.
Wario overalls.
Yeah, just say some wild stuff.
Yeah. Go all right wing.
Stop. No.
No, I kid. So anyway, I'll ask you, since you typically ask me, what would you rate this episode out of 10?
I would say a 7, because that's what these character development episodes are. They're good, but they're not like the best episodes I've ever seen. It could be better, but I get why they're doing it. It's giving us character development for... We had one for Ravi, we had one for Roxy, and we have one for Devin now. So that's fine. Well, we've had a couple for Devin, but...
Well, and he's also the Red Ranger, so I guess he's going to get the most screen time anyway.
I mean, they did episodes like this in the best seasons, like with RPM. They did episodes, I believe they're entitled like Ranger Series Yellow, Ranger Series Green, Dr. K, and it's an episode all about that particular character.
Mm-hmm.
And it really helped the story progress, and that's what made it a good season.
Okay.
So that's just my opinion.
Okay. I thought it was now that you mention it like that, it does make more sense. Granted, this is only the 5th episode, so there's going to
Wait
be
till episode 8. We're about to get some wild stuff.
yeah. I would honestly, I was going to give this episode like a 5 for story and a 7 maybe for action. But I like what you said about the singular character focus, or the primarily the episode is focused on Devin, the Red Ranger. So yeah, I'll bump it all up to a 7 because it is character progression. He does want to work. He does want he is responsible, but he also has higher priority responsibilities, and he recognizes that he has limitations, one of which is that he can't work because he's also got to be a Power Ranger, actively, not passively. So it's him knowing his limitations and his dad not hearing him, basically.
But the only thing is he can't tell his dad he's a Red Ranger. So
yeah, well, he's got to come up with some better excuses, like I'm the arcade champion of some game that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was a terrible excuse.
Yeah, I mean come on, man.
But yeah,
so yeah,
episode was overall good.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent episode. Next one's on Saturday. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled time. 9 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Is it 9 or 8:30?
8:30 generally. Well, 8:45 because we got to get everything set up.
Yeah, which we couldn't do that during the episode or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. Although I do sit at my desk when I'm watching the show.
I try to.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm looking forward to the next episode. This has actually been a really good season so far. I mean, again, we're only 5 episodes in, but
better than Megaforce.
Jeez.
Or Super Megaforce.
Ugh.
Or Samurai. Or Super Samurai.
I didn't watch all of those, and I didn't watch them in any particular order, so...
Because it really doesn't matter?
I mean,
kind of, but not really.
I'll say this, though. The acting in episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 from any of these characters, even Nate, who I guess I don't have as much of a problem with now that I think about it as I did when we were talking about previous episodes. I would say that the acting in the very beginning of the season from any characters, or from any of these actors, comparatively to the actor that played Jaden in the last few episodes of Samurai and Super Samurai, is head and shoulders better than that.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of Samurai, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, well, not much you can do about it.
But yeah, you want to talk about the toys now?
Yeah, let's do that, because you had a fun little shitstorm of events.
Yeah, because I act like a baby when I can't find stuff because Walmart says they have them and then they don't. And so
I don't know how many text messages you sent me. Dude, should I buy this? It's on Target, or it's on somewhere in Canada,
or it's on eBay
for triple the price. I'm like, no, fool. It's the 29th of March. It's the 31st of March. The license starts tomorrow or the day after. You might be patient enough to wait. No, not you.
Yeah, I'm not a patient person, but I went to like 7 or 8 different Walmarts because it said that they had them in stock. Did they have them in stock? No.
Probably in the back. That mythical place that has every item that's not on the store shelves.
I literally asked that, and they're like, "We don't have any back there. We ain't got none."
Target had shit back there on the 1st, even though it wasn't out.
Well,
I went to 3 Targets on the first. Was it the first that I talked to you?
It was either the first or the second.
It might have been the second, yeah. And I went to one in the afternoon. I went to the movies after that, and then I went to the same one after that.
You went to see Medea's funeral?
No, I went to see Dumbo, actually.
Same thing.
It actually wasn't bad. It's Tim Burton. Oh, here's the twist. So it's a Tim Burton movie with Danny DeVito and Michael Keaton, right?
Jesus.
Tim Burton also directed Batman Returns with Danny DeVito as the villain, the Penguin, and Michael Keaton as Batman, the hero. In Dumbo, 2019, 30 years later, by the way. Hey, it's Barrel Bob. In Dumbo, there is Michael Keaton as the villain and Danny DeVito as the hero-ish character of the movie.
Hero.
Role reversal.
I mean, we know Michael Keaton can play a good villain with Spider-Man.
Oh, absolutely. Michael Keaton is having a career resurgence. I love it. I would love, and other people have said this too, side note, Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne and like Michael B. Jordan as Terry McGinnis.
That's fine.
That'd be rad, man.
I'm fine with it. Yo, Batman Beyond was my favorite Batman. Everybody's like, oh, but Bruce Wayne. I'm like, but Terry McGinnis.
Batman/Iron Man, all in one, with a sleeker suit.
Yo, Batman Beyond. Like, I'm not like a huge fan of Batman because I feel like they do too many stories with him. But Batman Beyond, yes.
Oh, underutilized. Static Shock too.
Oh my god, I love Static Shock.
For reals.
That
Barrel Bob is on
cartoon,
board.
huh?
Barrel Bob is on board with Batman Beyond as well.
See, good people know good stuff.
Yeah. Fucking A right.
But yeah.
Which is a term that's not used as much as it should be anymore.
Retweet, babe.
Same as doof. Yeah, so what did you get after your 15,000 trips to Walmart's, Target, eBay, more Targets, another Walmart, and then finally settling on the Target that had it?
So do you want like the whole story in depth and detailed?
No, I just want to know what you got.
I'm going to give the whole story in depth and detailed.
Okay,
I was laying on this very bed right here.
You're such a doof.
I was laying there, shirtless, with these shorts on. Oh, you can't see them, but these shorts on. And my friend Jake called me, and he goes, hey, I'm at the Target that you passed today for work that you didn't stop at because you didn't think Target would have anything. And they have Beast Morpher toys. And I'm like, Omara Shindeyu Nani. It's an anime thing. But hey,
I know you've told me 3 times tonight.
But hey, I get up and I start getting dressed and he sends me pictures and I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta go there. So I went to the Target. They had the 3 Rangers, 1 Tronic, and 1 Blaze.
Nice.
What else did I get? Oh, and then they had Cruise and Smash.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, you want to know what my total was for everything?
Hold on a second. So there's Jax and Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Not Axe and Smash.
Here comes the Axer. I love that song.
That's funny. So, yeah, so your total was, let me guess, $109.31.
$105 and some change.
I knew it was something close to that, yeah.
Because I bought, like, the Red Racer Zord that was there, too.
Oh, nice. You didn't get the Nerf Blaster, though, did you?
Nah.
It's kind of weak. I got it. It's kind of weak.
I mean, I want to get it, and I want to have a big, like, Nerf battle with a bunch of Power Rangers fans.
Dude, here's here. This is the Nerf gun that I keep next to my desk. Oof.
I forgot you collect Nerf guns.
Well, I don't collect them. I'm an adult that plays with them. I also have some custom parts. So this is my current Nerf gun. It's just what is this? This is a Nerf Elite Blaster, I believe. And it's all it's interlocking parts. Here's the handle. It's got a retractable one of these. But my favorite is this 3D printed banana clip. It's 32 rounds of Nerf pew pews. I just leave it here so I can threaten my cat with the flywheel. Because it's battery operated. So you just hold it down and the wheels spin like a pitching machine.
I am beyond dead. That's actually really cool.
Oh, I have a fuck ton of these Nerf jobbies. I have a whole 30-some gallon tote in that closet back there that the cat typically tries to attack, or at least break into. He can't get in. Well. But yeah, so I got the Cheetah Blaster thing. It's all right. It's manual. It's pull it back, pull the trigger, put a new dart in, pull it back, pull the trigger. I was hoping for
sound like no fun.
It doesn't sound like a Power Rangers toy.
This
should be
true.
Should be more powerful.
Ha! I see what you did there. But yeah. But apparently, Lightning Collection should be out on the 21st of this month. Even though Amazon says it's going to be released on the 1st of May, but whatever, I don't care.
That's probably when they start issuing their deliveries.
Yep, and then Roxy and Evox. I think Evox. I know Roxy definitely, but maybe Evox is supposed to be out sometime this month.
Okay.
So I'm excited for that. I really like Roxy.
For the
But
regular collection.
yeah, the $10 ones.
Yeah.
But I'm really impressed by the figures because of how articulate they are, and like just overall the quality of them. Even though some bitches keep falling, but that's more on me than anything.
You have SH Figure Arts, I think, right?
The only figure arts I have is of the Gokai Silver.
Okay. So with I have quite a few, not to brag, but I have enough that I've taken them out of the box, posed them, was astounded at how wonderful they are and how detailed they are, and then put them back in the box. But before I put them back in the box, I try to stand them up. And unless it's a 8-inch super silverizer,
Super Silverizer.
yeah, it's they don't stand up very well. So the company that makes it, Bandai, made these clear plastic stands. They're flat, and you can pose them. They can put them in air, whatever. As my hands go all over the damn place, and I don't know if that would work for these or if they make them probably not for a $10 toy, but I'm sure that there is a 3D print piece that you could probably have made in clear plastic. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
I'm watching the stream. I'm sorry. The stream is a little delayed. I just saw your hands going all over the place. I'm sure there's some sort of figure stand or universal stand that can be found, made, or printed.
I know Bruno and Mia from MMPR Toys just got a 3D printer not too long ago, and they've been printing stands.
Yeah, they were printing keys for a while too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see.
I wonder if they printed that Andros Ninja Turtles one that I sent you, that mock-up.
Ha!
I think it's goofy.
Very goofy.
So, anyways, you were saying though that the with the figures, with the current season figures, that they come with a morpher key.
Oh yeah. They all come with like a key for the morpher, and it all makes different sounds. It's actually pretty cool. I really do like them.
Is it different sounds like to get to that? What is it? 32 sounds that in total that the morpher makes?
I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest with you. No idea. I can look at the box real quick, but I don't know.
So Barrel Bob says that good on him. First of all, he's got his Lightning collection pre-ordered. I still need to do that.
I already pre-ordered all mine from Amazon.
But he says between those and the Nendroids releasing this month, he's going to be eating a lot of cheap ramen. What are the Nendroids? Are you familiar with these?
Mm-mm.
What are those, Barrel Bob?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I know we already have the Tronics. They sound like henchmen though.
Yeah, even in the morpher, or in the morpher, that's where
Do what?
The morpher sounds like them when you put their key in it.
Oh, I haven't even tried that out yet, honestly.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were referring to.
No, I haven't put any of the keys in yet. I've been too lazy. I still have one morpher in the box.
Oh yeah, the morpher that I got at the box is all beat to hell.
Oh shoot.
Oh well, I took it out of the box because do what I want.
Yeah, I got mine from Walmart.com because they had them in stock, and it was free shipping for orders over $35.
Word.
To my house. Well, it made me mad the next day because they were running a special the next day where you'd get it 2 days later.
Yeah.
After I'd already bought them, and mine wasn't coming until the 29th, and those would have arrived on the 27th.
Yeah, well.
I could have bought them again, but I was like, not doing that.
You got them. That's the end of that. That's all you need to do.
Yep. But I think Hasbro's doing a really good job with the toys so far.
Yeah, I definitely am impressed with what they have, with what they've put out so far. I am hoping that they put out more Nerf guns. For some strange reason, I feel the need to buy those.
I want to have a big Nerf battle. I really do.
I can understand why they don't allow you to, but I wish that you could take Nerf guns to a con. But people would just shoot people with them, and people would get pissed.
Yeah, no, most definitely. And you could like potentially mess up somebody's costume.
Or eye, if they're not wearing safety goggles.
Yeah, so you got to be really careful about it.
Yeah.
Now, if you're outside of the convention,
or if there is a designated Nerf area that if you walk into it, you assume all responsibility.
hey, Sean, you should take your Nerf guns on a plane.
I could, because I'm TSA pre-check now.
Are you?
I am. Sean Fritz is a mover and a shaker. Big baller.
Ballin'.
Yes. In my 5.7 Hemi.
I have no idea what that means.
It's a... So in
a drug
Ice...
reference?
No, in Ice Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice, Rob Van Winkle, says Roland...
Hey, whoa, who's Vanilla Ice?
Shut up. He says Roland in my 5.0. So, and I said I'm rolling in my 5.7 because my engine in my truck is a 5.7 liter Hemi.
My car goes vroom vroom.
Mine goes vroom vroom, and when I hit the engine, it goes, or the horn, it goes beep beep.
Mine does too. I know nothing about cars.
Way off topic one more time. Jeez, holy hell. So, in closing, because I think we're at that point.
Yeah.
We recorded some audio earlier before this for a later
audio.
Yeah, audio and video for a later episode of Power Rangers in Cyberspace and video on this channel. So housekeeping yet again. May 17 through 19 in Buffalo. I'll be at Nickel City Con with the BICBP Radio Network. We have a table. We'll be doing podcasting. I'll be chit-chatting, hopefully, with Jason Font and some other folks that are up there.
Get him to FaceTime me.
Yes, with my Android phone.
Yes.
You and I will be together May 31, June 1, my birthday, and June 2 for GalaxyCon in Richmond, Virginia, right?
Terrible Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah. And then come find us there. We'll be there. And July 25 through 29, we'll be in lovely downtown Raleigh, North Carolina for Raleigh SuperCon. And then the following weekend, you and I will be in Buffalo or Niagara Falls, New York at the West New York PodCon.
I'm going to shoot myself after all that, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it'll be okay. Come watch us talk. We'll talk, and you can watch, but in person, not on the computer screen, which is better for your eyes than a computer screen.
And I guess we'll have a panel about how starting a podcast with everybody.
How to start a podcast, how to expand your reach, how to different content. We actually did this panel last year at, I want to say we did it in Rochester at RockCon, where I met Steve Cardenas again, and he look on a past episode of Power Rangers in Cyberspace for that interview.
The ones I were not on.
Yeah, it was a bunch of people were on there. Ooh, Barrel Bob gave me a link to the Nendroids, stylized figures, mostly anime. That's up your alley, Christian. With various parts that you can use to customize, like face paint, face plates, arms, accessories, etc. Think $40 pop vinyls with normal faces.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
I will be looking into that in a little bit. Shit. I better not look at it because then I want to buy them all.
Thanks, Barrel Bob.
Jeez. I mean, we appreciate you watching, but shit, you got all these good ideas and stuff. Fuck. Anyways, that's where we'll be for the summer. We go into more detail in an upcoming episode of Power Rangers in Cyberspace.
On the Power Rangers Guy YouTube channel.
Yeah. Also listen to that and watch it and listen to it.
You can watch our ugly faces.
And you can look at my Spider-Man wall art right there.
I think my room beats yours.
Well, you have a movie poster. I have that's handmade by not me.
Do you know how much that cost?
$0.
You are correct.
That was a gift.
Was it?
Yeah, these were not free. I bought every single one of these. You can't see them, but it starts over here and it goes you can see it down there. It goes the whole way down there.
I have 2 movie posters up here that were free. That was free. Advantages of knowing people that work at a movie theater, because they just throw that stuff away.
Oh yeah, I know. When the marketing is done, they're like, well, what are we gonna do with this? Nothing.
Yeah, so everybody who's ever looked at any of my videos, like, always say something about this when they first watch my videos.
Yeah, it's pretty nifty. And here's I bought this the other day. We'll talk about these later. There's 2 of these, and they're freaking gigantic. They're this thick.
Oh, should we announce the psychopath thing?
Tentatively planned. Let's preface it with that. Tentatively planned, and I'll let you know them better than I do. So you go ahead.
Do what now?
Go ahead go ahead. But I'm just prefacing it by saying that it's in the works. We're planning to do this.
Okay, so what we want to do.
Schedules may change. Let's say that.
It's not like in concrete, but what we're trying to do is when Power Rangers: The Psychopath comes out, we want to read it and then get Christopher Kamen Lee on here to talk about it. That's about it. Christopher Kamen Lee is Andros.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can get him on here to talk about it. I think it'd be really cool because it's an interesting story with the Psycho Rangers and Andros. You know, Andros is probably one of the most popular Rangers of all time, and the Psycho Rangers are probably the most popular villains that are not a main villain to come out of any season. Yeah, that's about it. Anything else, Sean?
Yeah, I think Corone's going to be in that too, from what the teasers were showing.
Yeah, she's definitely going to be in it. It's Corone and Andros. It's about the 2 of them.
Yeah, so that'll be nice. I think that'll be a good read, and you know we're in talks. We're in negotiations with Chris to appear, discuss,
Hopefully.
read it, and kind of give his feedback on it. Since he, even though it's based on Sentai, he experienced it more firsthand than we did.
Yeah, see what he thinks about it. I
mean, he got to beat up what's his face that was dressed up as the Psycho Red Ranger.
He also got to beat up 3 Ninja Turtles.
Oh, what a lucky guy.
The terrible season of Ninja Turtles.
Jeez. They had to have that 5-on-5 dynamic, though.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. So let's not dwell on the past. Let's look toward the future. And I'm pretty jazzed about the book, first of all, the story, and the potential of having Chris on to discuss it with us.
Yeah, it'll be hyped.
Yes, it'll be hype.
Too legit to quit.
We'll have it on. We'll start running commercials.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So that's all I have.
Yep, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I need sleep. I'm an old man.
Yes. Just like me.
But alright, we'll see y'all next time. Remember, come back Saturday for episode 6 review.
Woo.
And yeah, I'll be coming at you with some more videos here soon, hopefully. I've been kind of in a rough spell, but I'll be back soon.
We'll get there.
It's been a rough week.
Just remember, at least you're not Troy.
Thank God. But alright, we're out. We'll see y'all later.